Man, excited to be here in a jam-packed Smith Center. It will be Baycott and Kidd to jump it up, and Virginia Tech wins the opening tip. The Hokies will have the basketball first. And it is Kidd at the high post. Fakes the dribble handoff to Collins, instead gives it to Couture. Tough matchup for the freshman Cadeau. Couture drives in, misses the runner. Rebound to Carolina. Heels going right to left as we see it here courtside in the Smith Center. Ingram tried to hustle it up the court after the rebound. Tech did a nice job getting back, so Carolina will set up in the half court. Baycott high post, back to the basket, pushes over to Cadeau on the top left. Gets a high screen. Virginia Tech blitzes him, so he kicks it over on the right to Ingram. Tries to drive by Barron, cut off at the free throw line. His pass out to Cadeau was tipped away, and as Cadeau tried to get the loose ball, it ends up going out of bounds. Ingram has 11 assists and 16 turnovers in the last 8 games, and he can add another turnover to that total as he made a miscue trying to kick it out to Cadeau. So each team's had the ball once. Virginia Tech missed a shot. Carolina turned it over. Now it's Cormac Ryan chasing Couture as Virginia Tech works it back out to the perimeter and Padula. Ingram guarding him on a switch. Shot clock is under 10. Out to MJ Collins. Nice job by Cadeau being right there on the catch. Collins will force up a three and knock it in. Collins caught the ball, kind of bent over, just stared at Cadeau for a little bit, then fired it up and knocks it in. Virginia Tech makes a bunch of threes. They average 8.5 per game. That's third best in the ACC, and they're up 3-0. Ingram in the right corner for Carolina. Out to R.J. Davis. Tar Heels really not being able to get much going here offensively early on. Hadn't even been able to really get inside the paint. Cadeau has it in the left corner, and he turns it over as he tries to float it down low to Baycott. So here come the Hokies the other way, and M.J. Collins in transition has all 5 of Virginia Tech's points. Carolina, another slow start. It's been hurting the Heels as of late. Still a long way to go here. Only down 5, but have not even gotten a shot yet on its first 2 possessions. Baycott has it straight away, 16 feet, hands off to R.J. Davis. He'll try a 3, too strong off the back iron, and a rebounding foul going to be called on Virginia Tech. Somebody got a hold of Baycott. Foul's called on Lynn Kidd, his first. And so Carolina will inbound. And Marcus, so far, 3 possessions, 2 turnovers, and a missed 3. Not exactly what the Heels wanted.
Definitely not the start that we were hoping for in this game. And to your point, just don't seem to be getting things going. I mean, missed shots are okay, but just getting in the rhythm is what North Carolina needs to do right now.
Maligel Poteet has checked in for Kidd after that early foul as R.J. Davis drives, kicks it in the corner to Cadeau. Feet set, left corner 3 is short. Poteet with the rebound. So the Tar Heels have taken 2 shots, both of them threes, and they've turned it over twice. And Virginia Tech, as you can imagine hearing those Lenovo stats, leads it 5-0. Cador outside the arc, kicks it out to Padula, and there's going to be an illegal screen on Couture. Padula shot a 3 that spun out, but Couture, after he kicked it out to Padula, ran into R.J. Davis. Pretty clear moving screen. And the foul on Cador will be a turnover, give it to Carolina. So still 5-0. Tech on top, 17:38 to go first half. Heels uneven here as of late. 2-3 in their last 5 games, looking for a better outcome this afternoon back at home. Deep on the right side, it's Ryan. Gets it in the post. Baycott drives baseline, whips it left corner to Cadeau. Carolina works it back around to Ryan. Wide open for 3, and he strips the net. So every shot's been a 3, but that one went in. 5-3, Tar Heels down 2. Ryan now 7 of his last 15 from behind the arc. Padula in the half court for Virginia Tech to Couture. Stutter step and drive. Couture can't finish. Rebound tipped by Ingram into R.J. Davis's hands. Heels on the run down 2. Davis crossover. Gets to the free throw line. Out to Ingram. Pump fake for 3. Tries to drive. Can't do it. Nice job by Virginia Tech. Heels will have to set up on the offensive side. Ingram tries to spin by Barron. Gets into the paint and he's hacked. Barron just grabbed hold of his arm and pulled down. And in fact, Ingram circling out his shoulder as that was an awkward looking foul on Barron. And see if it's going to result in shots or not. It will. So Ingram's going to go to the free throw line. The foul on Barron, his first. Already 3 on Virginia Tech. And Ingram, if you were with us for Miami, you remember it's been a journey at the line as of late for Ingram. And, boy, he kissed every part of the rim before that one went in. He is now 11 of his last 26 from the free throw line. 5-4 after that one goes home. Second one for Ingram. Yeah, boy. Well, he's going to make sure that rim's active as that one rolled around but dropped in as well. So it's 5-5 as Ingram gets them both. Here comes Virginia Tech the other way. Carolina has scored 5 straight after Virginia Tech scored the first 5 of the ball game. Barron over to Collins, who has all 5 for the Hokies. Whips it down low to Poteet, the reserve big man, backing in against Baycott. His hook shot off the mark. Ingram, another rebound. He's been active on the glass early on. Ingram right down the center of the floor. Nobody ever stopped him, so he goes to the ACC logo and pushes it in. What great push ahead there, Marcus, by Ingram.
Great tempo, great rebound, finishing the play, getting it all the way up the court for the finish.
Yeah, that's something he can do because he can handle the ball. So if he gets the rebound and goes, he can run that break almost single-handedly. Padula around a high screen, gets to the low right block. His fall away against Cadeau is short. Cadeau picks up the rebound on a bounce. Heels on the run. R.J. Davis back to Cadeau. Ingram is open right wing. Gets it. Kicks it right corner to Ryan. His 3 bounces off the mark. Good closeout by Couture to make that one tough. 7-5. Carolina with the lead. As Seth Trimble will come to the scores table, as will Jalen Withers for the Tar Heels. Couture around a screen. Off the mark on a 3. Baycott uncontested for the board. Heels up by 2 and on the move. Heels on a 7-0 run after they trailed 5-0. They'll have to slow it down. Tech's done a nice job getting back in transition other than that one time Ingram got the easy look. Cadeau whips it left corner. R.J. Davis wide open for 3. In and out. Ingram with the rebound, though. Powers his way back up for the bucket, and he's heading to the line. The front of his hair, I asked him about it. He said, I did it in high school, and my mom hated it. He said, but now I'm 21, so I'm going to do what I want.
Hey,
so
he's been playing well with it, so let's keep it.
Free throw is up and good. So Ingram also 3 of 3 at the free throw line. So Tar Heels now on a 10-0 run. Tyler Nickel is into the game for the first time for Virginia Tech. Of course, the Tar Heel transfer, as Trimble and Withers have entered for Carolina for the first time. We'll set the 5 for you for the Tar Heels. Davis, Trimble, Withers, Ingram, and Baycott. As Collins, who has all the points for Virginia Tech. Boy, a tough challenge. 2-pointer is good. Stops the 10-0 run. Trimble was right there in his face, but Collins knocks it in. So Collins has already surpassed his season average of 6 points per game. He has 7. Withers deep against Nickel. His hook shot is good. It crawled around as he got it in the post and fell in. So Withers gets the early bucket. Withers showed some signs of life off the bench the other day as Buddy on defensively leaves Nickel alone, and you can't do that. We know that from experience as Nickel rattles in the 3. Withers just got lost, and Nickel makes it 12-10 after the Tar Heels had briefly gone up 5 on the Withers bucket. Davis floats it to a cutting Baycott, right of the lane. Double team is there. He goes up over it with the hook shot, won't go. Withers battling for the rebound. Tipped it up, no good, but then he knocked it away from Virginia Tech into the hands of Baycott. So Carolina will keep possession. R.J. Davis on the perimeter. Over to Seth Trimble, deep on the left. But Nickel's trying to guard Baycott in the post. That's going to be tough as Trimble drives against his defender, Poteet, and draws the foul. So Virginia Tech had gotten out of whack there defensively after Withers got the tip away. That had Nickel guarding Baycott, Poteet on Trimble. And Trimble drove against the bigger player. That's the 2nd foul on Poteet and 5th already on Virginia Tech. And they are going to say that's a shooting foul. So Trimble, who is 62%, but just 3 of his last 7 this year at the line, is going to go to the stripe. The officials are telling Poteet that he can't check out just yet because it's a 2-shot foul. But I tell you what, man, Poteet, who's a transfer from Rice, 6'9", 265. He looks every bit of that. That's a big boy down there, Mark.
He is a big boy. And, having spent some time in France, I speak a little French, and I'm thinking about Petite being small, and let me tell you, he is not small.
This is 2 shots for Trimble with 14:07 to go, and free throws good. So that makes it 13-10 Carolina. So Kidd will return with 1 foul. Poteet sits down with 2 fouls. Also a foul on Barron and Couture so far. Carolina's not been called for a foul thus far in the first nearly 6 minutes of the game. 13-10 our score. Trimble with 1 more free throw, which he knocks in. So already Ingram has 7 for Carolina. Has some full court pressure. Bothers Virginia Tech, but a foul on R.J. Davis as he bumped into Couture right when Nickel was able to get it in to beat the 5-second count. So first foul on Carolina goes to R.J. Davis. 7 for Ingram, but then you have 2 points for Withers, 2 points for Trimble, 3 points for Ryan as well. Carolina spreading out that scoring sum, so neither Baycott nor Davis has scored, and the Tar Heels lead at 14-10. Collins comes front side against R.J. Davis. We've gone under 14 minutes to play, first half in the Smith Center. Couture bounce past the Kidd, back to the basket, almost at the 3-point line. to Padula. Trimble had lost his footing. Padula had an open look at three, didn't take it. Instead goes to Nickel, and Nickel knocks in another three. So the Carolina transfer has hit 2 3-pointers. He is now 9 of his last 14 from three-point range. Double team comes against Baycott, has to bounce it out to R.J. Davis in the right corner. And a foul is called, I think, on Couture for being in R.J. Davis's vertical space when he made the catch. That's 2 on Couture. And Marcus Jalen Withers is going to check out as Ryan comes in. Cadeau will replace R.J. Davis. Washington comes in for Baycott. Withers did some good things. He tipped the ball. He kept ball. He had a bucket, but he also left Tyler Nickel open twice. You just got to have it on both sides.
You know, I could tell you before anybody came up to the scores table that he'd be checking out. Tyler Nickel is just a guy you cannot lose, especially in a game like this where you know he wants to play well, but that doesn't matter. He's a great shooter. You got to be on him.
So Carolina now has Cadeau, Trimble, Ryan as Cadeau drives in, kicks it out to an open Cormac Ryan for another three. Ryan has hit 2 from the same spot at that right wing, and they've both gone right in the heart of the cup. So it's 17-13, Carolina by 4. So again, that lineup, Cadeau, Trimble, Ryan, Ingram, and Jalen Washington, the 5 on the floor for the Tar Heels. Nickel dumps it in the post to Lynn Kidd, trying to back in on the left side against Washington. Oh, just spun by him baseline and hooked it in. Washington was deep in his defensive crouch, but was shading towards the middle of the paint, and Kidd spun the other way, and it had an uncontested layup, 17-15. Carolina up 2. Ingram trying to back in against Nickel on the right baseline. Getting deep. He's in the paint. Turns around. His hook shot won't go, but he tips the rebound out to Ryan. Extra pass to an open Cadeau. His 3 online, but short. Ingram battles for the rebound, and that battle earns a foul as he had tipped it once, and then Jaden Young, a freshman for Virginia Tech who had checked in, had secured it after Ingram tipped it once. Ingram kept after it, and because of that, picked up his first foul. So second on Carolina. Virginia Tech has made its last 4 shots, and that's allowed the Hokies to stick around with Carolina, who's also shooting well at 54.5%. 17-15 as Young's going to get an open look. No good off the back iron for 3 straight on. Cormac Ryan with the long rebound. Ryan dribbles all the way into the right corner, sends the pass up the sideline to Trimble. To Washington, hands it right back to Ryan. Flips it down low to Washington, who gets the hammer dunk. Nice action there by Carolina. Got an open look from their young big man in the post. 19-15. Another bench point for the Tar Heels as Padula on the drive. Kicks it out to Kidd. This time he spins against Washington and can't finish. Ingram with the rebound. Heels on the run, up 4. Cadeau, cross court to Trimble left side. Tries to attack the paint. Is cut off nicely by Young. So he goes baseline. Right corner, Ingram, 3. Back iron, no. Rebound to Virginia Tech's M.J. Collins. 19-15. Heels by 4. Virginia Tech, though, with the basketball. Padula straight on, guarded by Trimble. Jab step. Tries to drive right of the lane. Oh, that was an odd-looking play. Yeah, it's a traveling violation on Padula.
Already, there's been a couple of open ones where I think there could have been some additional action instead of settling for the 3. But the 2 that we've made have come after superior ball movement, in my opinion. Dump down into Baycott. He kicks it out, swing, wide open 3 for Ryan. And his second 3 was similar, right? After great ball movement and penetration, wide open 3. I love those shots for Cormac Ryan and anybody else on this team, but just want to make sure that this team is taking good shots.
Tar Heels are 5 of 5 at the free throw line as well with this early 4-point lead. Cadeau drives against Padula, gets to the rim, and finger rolls it over the challenge of Barron. Cadeau just decided he was going, and he did. 21-15, largest early lead for Carolina is 6. Padula still dribbling out between the circles. Now he's going to drift over to the left, get a screen from Kidd. He tries to go against Cadeau and scoops it in. So tip for tat there as Padula able to get to the rim and bank it in from the left side after Cadeau did something similar to him on the other side. Trimble, dribble handoff from Washington. Gets it left wing to Ingram. He'll hand off to Cormac Ryan. Guarded by the Tar Heel transfer Nickel, and Nickel fouls him. Just dropped his hands. And the foul on Nickel is his first. That's already 7 on Virginia Tech. So that's a 1-and-1 coming for Cormac Ryan. Carolina's been called for 2 fouls thus far. So at 10:48 of the first half, Carolina's going to go to the free throw line, be in the bonus the rest of the half. Baycott coming to the scores table for the Tar Heels. This is a 1-and-1 for Ryan with 10:48 to go. Carolina up 4. And you heard that one go right in the center for Ryan. Let's see who Baycott. Is he getting Washington or Ingram? He'll get Washington. So Jalen Washington will get a nice round of applause for some quality minutes off the bench as Baycott returns. So the Heels have Cadeau, Trimble, Ryan, Ingram, Baycott as the 5 on the floor. Ryan has 7 points. He and Ingram have 14 of Carolina's 22. Make it 15 as Ryan makes both free throws. So 8 for Ryan, 7 for Ingram, 15 of Carolina's 23. Heels lead it 23-17. Padula angling front side against the defense of Trimble. Trimble down in his defensive crouch. You hear Mike Young yelling, go, 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 off the Virginia Tech bench. Padula, tough drive, blocked by Trimble, and a foul's called. It's going to be called on Trimble, his first, and third on Carolina. That'll put Padula, 79% shooter, to the line. Virginia Tech's a great free throw shooting team. 79.5% as a team. That's second best in the ACC and fourth best in the nation. As Tech's going to send 4 new players to the scorers table here. And you look at some of these shooting numbers at the line. MJ Collins, 92%. Couture, 89%. Padula misses. He's at 79%. Nickel at 80.5%. Kidd at 87%. So some great shooters for Virginia Tech at the line. But Padula does miss that one. Padula took 16 free throws in the win against Florida State earlier this week and made 14 of them. We'll set all these new players for Virginia Tech for you as Padula goes 1 of 2. So out there for Tech, Couture and MJ Collins, along with Brandon Recksteiner, a freshman from Ackworth, Georgia. Tyler Nichols stays on the floor. And then Patrick Wessler, a 7-foot redshirt freshman from Matthews, North Carolina, is in for the first time. It's just his 8th game of the season. And Carolina goes right at him, gets the ball to Baycott, who Baycott just drove right at him, went up and under and scored. Baycott said, oh, you played in 7 games this year? Let me show you what ACC hoops is like.
I want to see more of that from Armando Baycott moving forward, attacking the basket.
25-18, Carolina by 7 as Wessler has it out on the perimeter. He'll hand off to Collins, who's been hot. Trimble trying to guard him. Collins, pump fake, gets Trimble in the air, pulls up, but too strong on the mid-range. Trimble gets the rebound. Carolina up 7 and on the run. Trimble, angle dribbles to the left, looking for Baycott in the post, gets it to him one-on-one with the youngster Wessler. Baycott goes to the left hand and hooks it home. It is 27-18. Hubert Davis like that, both from Baycott and Trimble. Trimble went right to the spot to get it to Baycott for the mismatch. Heels up 9. Collins, left wing to Wessler up top. Baycott swipes at it as he kicks it over to Couture. Drives on the right, hangs in the air. Bounces out to Trimble or to Nickel. A 3, no good. Rebound to Carolina. Ingram kicks it to Trimble. Long pitch ahead to Ryan. Pump fake for 3. Gets into the paint. His hook shot crawls off. Carolina, though, gets the rebound and dunks it home. Ingram with the flush. Timeout, Hokies. And in a little bit of foul trouble here early on. So 9:05 to go as Virginia Tech gets it into the youngster Recksteiner. Guarded by Cadeau. Recksteiner picks up his dribble in the front court. Tar Heels up by 11, largest lead they've had here in the first half. Couture, dribble handoff. Ryan right there with him. Sends it out to Recksteiner. Really long 3, no good. Jalen Withers swoops in for the board. Withers back in off the bench for Carolina. Cadeau. Hesitation, drives in. Tried to bounce it to Baycott, but Baycott had gone to rebound, so it's a turnover. Here comes Tech the other way. MJ Collins has it pinned against the glass by Withers. Kidd returning, though, gets the rebound, and then he is fouled by Baycott. Baycott swiped down and knocked it down off of Kidd out of bounds, but Baycott called for the foul, his first and 4th on Carolina. What a recovery defensively by Withers. And Marcus talking about, Withers can just do things other guys can't. When he is engaged, he gives Carolina a whole different option.
There's no doubt about that. Watch that young man sprint from end to end to make that phenomenal block against the backboard right there. Can do a lot of great things out there on the basketball court.
Inbounds goes to Kidd. Quick handoff to Padula. Jump stop against R.J. Davis, who's back in, and Padula able to score. So Padula has 5, and Carolina's lead is 9, 29-20. Cadeau to Baycott. Baycott picks up his dribble at the high post, needs some help, finally able to get it to R.J. Davis. Right back to a cutting Baycott. His little scoop shot won't go, but Baycott able to tip it right back in with his left hand. He went with the driving oop-de-oop scoop. That didn't drop, but then he was a little more comfortable with the tip in.
I like the tip in. Let's just go. Let's just start there.
31-20. Tyler Nickel on the drive. Forces it up against Baycott. No good. And then an offensive rebounding foul.
You know, I love looking at these stats. Obviously, seeing 100% from the free throw line is great. Shooting more free throws or making more free throws than they've attempted is great. I mean, rebounds like you just talked about. I mean, these are the things that when you see a North Carolina basketball team and you see them successful, those are the types of numbers that you're looking at.
First free throw was good by R.J. Davis. That's his first point of the afternoon. Second one crawls off. Withers, though, tips the rebound away again from Virginia Tech and chases it down. So the Tar Heels will keep possession. So that's the first missed free throw of the game for Carolina. The officials stopped the action to look at the clock. The shot clock, I think, reset to 20, but it should have reset to 30 because Virginia Tech had the rebound, so a change of possession, and then Withers tipped it free. So the officials stopping the action, changing the shot clock, which had dipped to 11, and correctly making it 21. So the Tar Heels will have the ball with 21 on the shot clock and the 32-20 advantage over the Hokies. Cadeau. Oh, my gosh. Crossover. Got to the right elbow. A terrific screen from Baycott and went and finished it with the left hand. Boy, he is so quick with the ball in his hands. 34-20. Carolina by 14. Largest advantage here the first half. Virginia Tech works it around the perimeter. Ends up to Padula on the left wing. Padula drives baseline. His fall away is short. Cadeau, though, called for the foul. He did not hit him on the shot, but he closed in, and Padula didn't have space to land. And, well, I tell you, just looking at the replay, I mean, in real time, I thought it was a defensible call. I'm not sure Cadeau actually made contact. I think but Padula just didn't have a lot of space to land.
Jones, this is going to be unpopular opinion. I think everybody in this arena thinks that the refs have it out for Cadeau. But personally, I just feel like he puts himself in a bad position. He makes the referee kind of have to do something there. It's a tough contest, but what are you going to do?
First free throw didn't go in for Padula, so he goes 1 of 2. As he did make the second. Withers, after some more good minutes off the bench, checks out, and Ingram is back in. So the Heels have their starting 5 out there with a 34-20 lead. Cadeau, again with the crossover, gets by Padula, gets clubbed at the rim. No whistle. Here come the Hokies the other way. Padula is going to try a step-back 3. It is off the mark. Great box out by Ingram for yet another rebound, his 9th. Tar Heels the other way. Cadeau to a trailing Ingram. He'll fire the 3. It's short off the front iron. This time the rebound belongs to the Hokies as Couture chases it down. 6:45 to play first half. Heels up 34-21. Largest advantage has been 14. Carolina currently up 13. Couture. Carolina almost doubling him as Petit has it up top as Couture passes it away. Now Couture drives, gets it back to Petit for the layup. Carolina got out of sorts defensively, and then there's a traveling violation as Cadeau caught the pass in the backcourt. Padula was kind of hanging out. We're going to get a look at the replay. I had looked down, and Cadeau just traveled with the ball. He caught the inbounds, then Padula kind of jabbed at it. Cadeau skipped past him without dribbling. So an easy traveling violation call, and Cadeau will immediately come out as Paxton Wojcik checks in for the first time. So Virginia Tech within 12 after Carolina led by 14, and the Hokies get the turnover and the quick ball down low. Petit against Baycott's going to get the foul and the bucket. Again, Baycott was just out of sorts defensively, was off balance when Petit caught the basketball. And Petit, veteran move, attacked the out-of-balance Baycott, gets the bucket and the foul. And that's 2 fouls on Baycott, 6 now on Carolina. And Petit will have a chance for a three-point play. Baycott will have to sit down with 2 fouls. 6:17 to play. This is a 4-0 spurt here by Tech with a free throw to try to add to it, which is good by Petit. So a 5-0 Tech run has Carolina's 14-point lead down to 9, and the Heels have to sit Baycott down. R.J. Davis running the point, kicks it over to Cormac Ryan. Good closeout by Padula, and then Ryan had the ball knocked out of his hands on the drive by Barron. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Carolina. 17 on the shot clock. Heels have Davis, Wojcik, Ryan, Ingram, and Washington as the 5 on the floor. Davis on the perimeter. Doesn't have a field goal in this half. to Wojcik. Right corner to Ingram. Jump stop right of the lane. Nothing doing. Kicks it out to R.J. Davis. Davis going to try a step-back three from the right sideline. No good. Cormac Ryan, though, the offensive rebound. He'll go right back up. Miss the layup, but Washington's not going to miss the two-handed flush. Third try on the possession results in the dunk. 36-26, Carolina by 10. Virginia Tech works it around the perimeter. Line drive three, rattles in by M.J. Collins. Collins having a half. He has 10 points. His season high is 20. And it's a 7-point Carolina lead, 36-29. Cormac Ryan on the left side against Padula. Dribbles to the free throw line, lowers his shoulder, elevates, can't hit the push shot. Rebound Padula. Carolina's gotten a little cold here offensively. Virginia Tech, meanwhile, has hit three straight as Padula, a wild shot, no good. Ingram with his 10th rebound. Carolina 3-on-2 break with Ingram running it. Kicks it left side to R.J. Davis. Fills the gap and lays it home. 38-29. Ingram now with 9 points and 10 rebounds and just picked up an assist as well. 38-29, Heels by 9. Largest lead's been 14, but Virginia Tech making a bit of a push. Collins stripped by Cormac Ryan, who dives to the floor, saves it to Ingram. Long pitch ahead to R.J. Davis. Davis waits for traffic to clear and is fouled at the rim. Boy, he took a hard shot, and Davis is still down. Barron fouled him. R.J., I think, is okay. The only reason I say that is because his teammates quickly got to him, and he was kind of holding up his arms like, I'm all right. I'm all right. Took a hard shot on his elbow as he landed. The block was clean up high by Barron, but the body shot, Barron's stomach, about wiped out R.J. Davis's shoulder area on the play. So Barron's second foul, 9th foul on Tech, and 2 free throws for R.J. Davis. 4:34 to go in the half. Davis's free throw is good. He had already missed one today. That one popped around, hit the backboard, and dropped in. Davis had missed just 10 free throws all season. He came into today 99 of 109. He is 2 of 3 so far with one more coming as Nickel checks in for Barron. I don't know why people are booing Tyler Nickel. Hey, no need for that. As R.J. Davis going to the line for the second of 2, and he strips the net on that one. Couture will check back in for Jaden Young, who had briefly entered the game off the bench for the Hokies. So 40-29, Carolina by 11 with 4:34 to go in the first half. Largest lead's been 14. Paxton Wojcik deep in a defensive crouch, trying to stay with M.J. Collins, who's been hot for Tech here in the first half. Collins drives left of the lane, out to Poteet. Dribble handoff to Padula. Back to a cutting Poteet. Goes against Jalen Washington, is able to score. Poteet's been effective. He had 7 off the bench for the Hokies. Leading scorers for Tech, 10 by Collins. Poteet was 7, 6 for Padula and Nickel. Carolina paced by 9 Ingram points, 8 for Ryan, 6 for Baycott. R.J. Davis, tough runner, nothing but net. What a tough shot from the left elbow. And this little push shot on the run, that is not easy. 42-31, Smith Center crowd on its feet. Tech has made 4 of its last 5. Tar Heel crowd trying to help this defense out. Couture running a ton off the ball, finally gets an open look and drops it in. That work was done off the ball. Couture was circling all over the place and knocks in a 3 from the right sideline. Just great off-ball movement there by the veteran ACC player. Carolina back up, but it's by 8 now, 42-34 after the three-pointer. Ingram one-on-one with Nickel. Spins into the paint, goes up, hook shot, good. Ingram now with a double-double in the first half, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Heels up 10 with 3:12 to go. Hokies have hit 5 3-pointers, by the way, here in the first half. Padula on the drive. Kicks it wide open left corner. Nickel for the 6th 3-pointer that Virginia Tech has made this half. And a timeout by Virginia Tech. For Virginia Tech, Couture, Barron, Kidd, and Poteet all have 2 fouls for the visitors. R.J. Davis up high in the front court to Cormac Ryan. Catch and shoot 3 on line, but short. And a rebounding foul called on Washington. That's his first and 7th now on Carolina. So that's going to be free throws for the Hokies. See who it is, who's going to be going to the line. I'm not sure. Might be Poteet. We'll find out.
Again, getting back to the threes, just not a great three, in my personal opinion.
Carolina's 2 of 11 from 3. They are 14 of 22 from inside 3.
You missed the 3, and now you foul them, put them on the free throw line. Just want to see us get into some better action on offense.
It's going to be Jaden Young, the freshman from Goldsboro. He has taken 2 free throws all season. He made them both. So 1-1. And gets the roll on that one. 3-time All-State for Jaden Young, 4-time All-Conference at Greensboro Day School. And he's got the Hokies within 6. This game's 44-38 now. Both free throws good. So it's a 5-point game. Carolina led by 14 at 34-20. So Virginia Tech has outscored Carolina 19-10 since then. To get back within 5. Baycott still on the bench with those 2 fouls. Ingram going to go one-on-one with Nickel. Backing in, spins baseline, has his shot blocked by Nickel. Rebound, loose ball, goes to the Hokies. Padula had a chance for 3, didn't take it. Instead, MJ Collins will. Off the back iron, no. Ingram with his 11th rebound. And he'll slow things down as Carolina couldn't get the fast break going. 44-39. Tar Heels have seen their 14-point lead cut down to 5. 2:15 to go in the half. Ryan out on the perimeter. Gets to Ingram on the right sideline. Pitches up to the middle of the floor to Ryan. Now to Davis on the left. Davis around a screen, a crossover. He's going to drive left of the lane. Stops, pops, goes off the window. It rolls out, but Ingram slaps the offensive rebound out to Ryan to reset the possession. Davis again on the perimeter, around a screen. Fires it over to Trimble, deep on the left wing. He's going to drive against Nickel, have his shot blocked out of bounds, and it hit Trimble. So back-to-back blocks here from Nickel, and he's a good shot blocker. And he blocks a couple there and give the ball to Virginia Tech. Here comes Wessler again. Well, yes, he and Young are going to come in for Couture and Poteet. Talking about Nickel, he had blocked, well, just 5 shots this season, but he has 2 in quick succession. 44-39. Carolina by just 5. Padula on the drive and kick. Catch and shoot 3, no good. That was Young. Rebound chased down by Cadeau, who's back in for Carolina. Cadeau to a trailing Ingram in the front court. Quickly on the right side to Trimble, and a foul off the ball on Wessler. That's his first. That's the 10th on Virginia Tech. So Jalen Washington is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots with 1:28 to go in the first half. Carolina up 5, but they've led by as many as 14. Baycott on the bench with 2 fouls. And Carolina's offense has stalled some since Baycott did go to the bench. This is a 2-shot opportunity for Washington, although everybody jumped into the paint like it was a 1-and-1. Didn't matter. Washington swished it home. He's 64% on the season and now 8 of his last 12. He has 5 points off the Tar Heel bench today. 45-39. Second one no good, though. And Wessler with the rebound. Went hard off the back iron. Carolina 11 of 13 as a team at the free throw line. 45-39. Heels by 6. And Virginia Tech with the ball. Padula tries to drive on R.J. Davis. Nothing there. Keeps the possession going, and he's blocked out of bounds off Padula. R.J. Davis, I think, got that block and blocked it off of Padula's body out of bounds. If it does belong to R.J., it's just his 3rd block of the season. It was Davis with the block. Heels up 6, 45-39 as Cadeau comes front side. Cadeau, Davis, Trimble. As it's Davis on the right wing, feats that 3-pointer is good for R.J. Davis. First one of the night for him. And a big one to get the Heels back up 9. Padula on the other side, trying to drive against Davis. Gets to the ACC logo. Jump stop. Fires it off the paint or off the glass. No good. Wessler with the offensive rebound. Goes back up. Blocked by Washington, and Washington cleans it up. Tar Heels going to get front side, I think, and call timeout. So the Tar Heels will use that use it or lose it timeout. Cadeau dribbling out near the timeline. Shot clock gets down to 10. Cadeau now with 8 is going to go one-on-one with Padula. Goes behind the back. Dribbles in, lost the ball momentarily, though, but gets it back and pushes it home. Cadeau one-on-one for the bucket. 50-39. Baycott's got to be careful not to foul here as MJ will have the ball with that 50-39 advantage. Cadeau to R.J. Davis on the left sideline. Gets it quickly to Baycott. Double team there. He passes to Ingram out to a wide-open Cormac Ryan. His three off the back iron, though, no good. Ingram, I think, could have shot that. Made one extra pass, and it was a clean look for Ryan. Just no good. Ryan 2 of 5 from three-point range this afternoon thus far. Couture tried to bounce it to Kidd, taken away by Baycott. Nice job by Baycott with the quick hands to intercept the pass. Cadeau other way for Carolina. Wants to go down low to Baycott. He is in a fight with Kidd, so Carolina goes over left side to Ryan. Now they get it to Baycott. Double team on the way. Out to Ryan, right back to Baycott. Now he's going to go one-on-one with Kidd. Boy, just powering his way in there, and he's fouled as he turns to shoot. That's 3 on Kidd, who did not agree with the call. And that will put Baycott at the line for his first 2 shots at the free throw stripe this afternoon.
And Jones getting the ball inside also gets these fouls going. Yeah. North Carolina shooting free throws with 10 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first half because they're attacking the basket.
Baycott was doubled each time there when he got the ball early in possessions. He's going to the line here for 2 shots. Still 50-39. That was the halftime score as Baycott makes the free throw. And Marcus, that's an area Baycott's gotten a lot better, is passing out of double teams. I still think every now and then he can make a faster decision, but he's done so much better as this year's gone on, getting the ball out of his hands if a double comes.
So he's certainly going to get that attention, and it's going to be great for North Carolina for him to be able to get that ball out like we saw just now.
Made them both. He's up to 8 points now, and it's 52-39. Tar Heels' largest lead in the first half was 14. It is currently 13. This is an 8-0 run for Carolina, going back to scoring the last 6 points of the first half. Couture on the left wing. The Padula behind a screen straight on. Takes a dribble in. Really tough long 2 on the challenge by Ingram. No good. Baycott with the rebound. He'll get it to Couture. Stutter step, or to Cadeau, as he stutter steps front side. We'll take it. Couture's a good player. We'll take the freshman. Cadeau on the drive from the left wing. Gets all the way to the right block. Nothing there. He's just going to have to reset it out to R.J. Davis. Still 12 on the shot clock for the Heels. Davis to Ingram. One-on-one with Padula. Backing in. Shot clock at 5. Double team comes. Gets it to Cadeau. Extra pass to R.J. Davis. Long time. Triple. Nothing but net. Davis for 3. That went all the way to the final seconds of the clock, and Davis strips the net for a 16-point lead. Barron will try and answer on the other side. Can't do it. Long rebound, though. Chased down by Poteet, who checked in for Kidd. So Virginia Tech keeps possession. Padula, jump stop, throws it up over his head, and it goes in. Somebody grabbed the net, but the bucket for Padula makes it 55-41. The Tar Heel coaching staff is begging for the offensive goaltend as Baycott can't score on the other side, and there's Baycott's a little shaken up. Padula the other way has it swatted out of bounds from behind. Inbounds goes to Barron in the left corner. Out to Couture. Catch and shoot 3 is just off the mark. There's Poteet. Well, he had the rebound, but then he lost it. It goes to R.J. Davis, and R.J.'s fouled. See who it's on. It's on Barron, and that's his 3rd. So Virginia Tech, Marcus referenced the fouls. Now Kidd has 3, Barron has 3, Poteet and Couture each have 2. Baycott, the only Tar Heel with more than 1 foul. He is playing with 2 as well. 55-41 Carolina, 17:33 to go in the second half. Heels working in the half court. Baycott over to R.J. Davis on the left wing. To a cutting Baycott. Drives in, heavy contact, and he... Oh, no, it's called an offensive foul. Excuse me, I thought Baycott was going to go to the line, but that's 3 fouls on Baycott, so a big deal there, as Carolina has not been whistled for many fouls, just 8 in total in the game. But that's 3 now on Baycott. We'll see if Carolina keeps him in the game. They are not making any move to the bench, so Baycott will stay in there with 3 personal fouls. 17:25 to go. Heels up 14. But Baycott, who's played well, 8 points, 4 boards, playing with 3 fouls. Padula front side for the Hokies. Tyler Nickel checked in for Tech during that stoppage of play. MJ Collins to Poteet. Dribble handoff to Couture. Wraps to the right elbow. Ended up shooting, and a foul's called on Cormac Ryan. We were blocked off a bit, but the Carolina crowd certainly did not like this call. We'll take a look at the replay as Ryan That's reaching in a bit. Called for his first foul. And it'll put Couture near automatic at the line at 89% there for 2 shots, and he makes the first. Couture, his 4th point of the afternoon, makes it 55-42. 17:05 to go. And made them both. Veteran move, honestly, by Couture, as he had stopped and was pumped and kind of turning around. Didn't have a great look at the rim, so he just kind of bodied his way into Ryan and earned the foul. Cadeau on the drive out to R.J. Davis. Catch and shoot 3 is off the mark, and Baycott is fouled on the rebound. I think that's on Poteet. And that's Elijah Poteet's 3rd foul. So now you've got Poteet, Barron, and Kidd all with 3 fouls.
And that's just a great effort by Armando Baycott, putting that pressure on them to box him out and keep him off the board.
The officials talked about it for a second because the Tech staff was trying to say the call should have been against Padula, which would have been his first. But they did not change the call. Inbounds goes out to Ingram. He'll hand off to Cadeau. Heels up by 12. Cadeau, that's going to be an easy hand check foul. Padula was in major trouble trying to stay in front of the freshman and just dropped his hands, and pretty easy call there. First on Padula, 4th now on Tech. And Carolina will inbound with a 55-43 lead. Cadeau tried to lob a pass to Baycott off the mark. Great effort by Baycott diving into the baseline to save it to Cadeau, who then had his pocket picked by Padula. Here comes Virginia Tech the other way. And another foul. This one's on the floor on Ryan. And so that's 2 on Ryan, 3 on Carolina. So that's already 7 fouls called here in this half, as Trimble's going to check in for Cadeau. Well, here comes Withers and Washington, too. So wholesale subs here as Baycott, Ryan, and Cadeau all go to the bench. Lynn Kidd's going to check back in with Washington coming in. Hokies trying to get an advantage and experience in the post. So Davis, Trimble, Withers, Ingram, Washington, the 5 on the floor for Carolina. Inbounds goes in the left corner to Collins. Heels up 12 after leading by 11 at halftime. A switch has R.J. Davis guarding Lynn Kidd in the post. Kidd able to work by him, keep his footing, and lay it home. Second bucket for Kidd, and it's a 6-0 Virginia Tech run to get back within 10. R.J. Davis, a little late, but gets it to Jalen Washington in the post. Washington goes up against Kidd, can't finish on the right. Had his hands on the rebound, knocked out of his hands by the Hokies, out of bounds into the Tar Heel bench area. It's been a long start to the half with a lot of dead balls, a lot of fouls. Still at 16:04 to go, second half. Carolina 55, Virginia Tech 45. Heels have not scored in more than 2 minutes. Ingram still trying to get it in, and does up the sideline right to Washington. Now to Trimble. He'll wait for R.J. Davis to come get it and set up the half-court attack. Davis in the center jump circle, gets a screen from Washington. Go to the right to Ingram. Long cross-court pass goes left corner to Trimble. He's going to drive baseline. Hand off to Washington for the two-handed flush. Nice play for Carolina. Ends up in the easy dunk for Washington. Side to side on that one, right, Marcus?
Great ball movement. Every time North Carolina has great ball movement, it ends in a good shot.
57-45. Couture to Kidd. Double teamed in the post. Battling against Washington. He's going to get the bucket and draw the foul. But he earns one here, which is good. He's up to 7 points, 5 this half. And Hokies back within single digits at 57-48. As the Tar Heels working in the half court. R.J. Davis has it on the left wing. Got caught up in some traffic. Passes on the left sideline to Trimble. Right back middle of the floor to Davis. Shot clock down to 13. Davis tries to go crossover. Backdoor to Trimble and tipped away by Padula. Turnover for Carolina as Virginia Tech comes out of there with it. To Tyler Nickel. Nickel drives hard against Withers. Pulls up in the mid-range and drops it home. Nickel in double figures for the 12th time this year. And it's now an 11-2 Virginia Tech run. As they're back within 7, Baycott back in the game, trying to get position down low. Heels can't find it. So they work it around the perimeter to Trimble. Now he gets it to Baycott, goes right around Kidd for the easy layup. But Kidd almost gave up once Baycott got his shoulder around him. And Baycott laid it in, 59-50, Heels by 9. Trying to stem this Virginia Tech tide. Hokies have made 3 straight shots. MJ Collins, who had 10 in the first half, on the right sideline, out to Couture. Long catch and shoot 3, no good. Good box out by Baycott, and the rebound knocked out by Kidd over the baseline. 2 veteran big guys there, Kidd and Baycott both working. Baycott did a nice job keeping Kidd away. He could only swipe at it. And it went out of bounds. So the Tar Heels have the ball. R.J. Davis walks front side. Whips it over to Withers on the left wing, right back to Davis. Baycott really working, gets the ball. Double team comes. Baycott spins away from it and banks it home with the right hand. Just an easy, decisive move away from the double team for Baycott. Over the left shoulder, right-handed hook. 61-50. Padula diagnosing his way down low. Out to Kidd. Spins against Baycott. Forces up a hook. No good. Ingram with his 13th rebound. Heels on the run. Ingram right up the center of the floor. Dribbles behind the back, top of the key. Looking for Baycott down low. Withers stumbling into the paint. Going to get the layup to go. And he'll have a chance for 3. And the foul's on Kidd. That's his 4th. So double whammy there for the Hokies, as Withers originally was going to look like was looking for Baycott, then saw a driving angle open and kind of lost his footing, but it all turned out just fine as he gets the bucket and the foul. And the 4th foul on Kidd will send him to the bench. Nickel will head to the Pine as well. 63-50 as Withers' free throw took a lap around the rim, but spun out. He kind of put his hands up in the air like, how dare you do that? Withers had only missed 8 all year. He's an 81% shooter coming into the game. 63-50, Heels by 13. Largest lead has been 16. Poteet hands off to Couture. Trimble right there on the catch. Forces a fall away, tough 2, and that's good. I tell you what, though, Carolina will live with that. A long, tough 2 by Couture. He's good enough to make it, but they'd much rather him have that than open looks at threes as Trimble tries to enter the post with a pass to Baycott. Kicked out of bounds by Padula. 23 on the shot clock. 13:07 on the second half game clock. Heels up by 11. 63-52. Tar Heels have now made their last 4. Inbounds goes out to Withers, standing on the three-point arc right side. He'll reset it out to Cadeau. Cadeau on the pick and roll to Baycott. Pass tipped away, but Baycott slaps it out to R.J. Davis. Missed the 3, but a foul called on the rebound. It's going to be on Withers. On the Tar Heel reserve, his 5th foul on Carolina. That was a great effort by Baycott after Cadeau tried to hit Baycott on the pick and roll. Virginia Tech tipped it, but then Baycott slapped it out to Davis, who had a clean look at 3. R.J. is 2 of 7 from three-point range today, not having a great shooting day. 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3. Heels up 11. Virginia Tech, though, with the basketball. Cador drops it down to Poteet, and he's fouled. It is Trimble who fouled the cutting Poteet. And that's 2 on Trimble, 6 on Carolina. So Virginia Tech will be in the bonus the rest of the way. There have been 11 fouls called this half. 6 on the Heels, 5 on Virginia Tech. Poteet, who's 1 of 1 at the stripe and 71% on the season, goes there for 2 shots, and he makes the first. So it's back to 10, 63-53. Heels have led by as many as 16 as the game's kind of yo-yoing right now between about 8 and 13 or so. Poteet makes them both. He's up to 9 points. And that's where the lead is as well. 9 for the Tar Heels, 63-54. Cadeau between the circles in the front court. He's joined by Davis, Trimble, Withers, and Baycott on the floor. Carolina gets it down to Baycott. Extra pass to Withers. Oh, he missed the two-handed hammer. An uncontested two-handed flush for Withers, but he missed it. And Couture is going to try a long 3 on the other side. No good. Rebound, though, bounces to Padula. He'll take the 3. That won't go either. Baycott with the rebound. R.J. Davis, long pitch ahead. It was tipped, but into the hands of Trimble, who soars to the rim and lays it in on the right baseline. Decisive move by Trimble, 65-54. Carolina by 11 as Ingram and Ryan come to the scores table for the Tar Heels. Poteet, handoff to Collins. Extra pass to Padula. Finds Couture. He'll drop a little pocket pass to Poteet, who just lowers his shoulder into Baycott to knock him out of the way and hook it in. Heels quickly the other way. R.J. Davis cut off by Couture. Heels will have to set up in the half court with a 9-point lead. Cadeau straight on outside the arc. Whips it to Baycott, rolling to the rim, scoops it in for 2, and he's going to have a chance for 3.
I'm looking for North Carolina to get Armando Baycott the ball more moving forward.
You heard his free throw go right in the center of the net. Ingram with 11 points, 13 boards. Baycott 15 points, 6 rebounds. R.J. Davis with 13 points. Those are the 3 Tar Heels in double figures. Carolina up 12. Couture working off the ball as Baycott got knocked down off the ball, and because of that, Couture was able to get an open lane and an easy lay-in because Baycott wasn't there to protect the rim. I'm not sure what happened, but Baycott ended up on the deck underneath. 68-58, Heels by 10. As Ingram has it on the left wing in at the front court for Carolina. Now left sideline. He's going to back in against Nickel. Ingram, big power step into the paint. His turnaround hook won't go. And he comes up short on that one. Virginia Tech with the rebound. Padula, front side to a trailing Collins. Right back to Padula, guarded by Baycott. His 3 way off the mark. But Padula following his own shot, able to tip the rebound to Couture. So Virginia Tech will start again. Collins pulls up for the long 2 and knocks it in. 68-60. Carolina's led by as many as 16, but Virginia Tech back within 8. Tar Heels in the post. Baycott with the easy flush. It has been time and time again, the big fella down low. 70-60. Baycott with 11 this half, 17 for the game. He is playing with 3 fouls. Poteet back to the basket at the left elbow. Dishes it out to Padula. Drives in traffic. And a foul is called on R.J. Davis. That's his second. And so now this will be 2 shots for Padula, fouled in the act of shooting. And both teams in the bonus the rest of this game. Carolina's been called for 7 fouls. Virginia Tech 6. So both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Both these teams, good free throw shooting teams. Told you Virginia Tech as Padula makes the first. Virginia Tech second best in the conference and 4th in the country at 79.5%. Wake Forest is better than Tech. They're the only ACC team with a better shooting percentage from the stripe, and Padula makes them both. Virginia Tech now 7 of 7 this half at the line. Carolina up 8 again at 70-62. Double team comes. Baycott out to Ryan. Boy, he's got to have that one, and he does for 3. I say you got to have it when Baycott passes that well out of the double team and you get that clean a look. Ryan rattles it in. He's up to 11 points, 73-62. Padula will try and answer the 3. He can't. Ingram with the rebound. He'll hand off to Cadeau. Carolina moving down the floor. Cadeau right side. Stops, finds a trailing Ingram. Floats it down low to Baycott. Goes up against Poteet for 2 more. Baycott left hand off the window. 75-62. I think Virginia Tech is going to take its penultimate timeout. It will. MJ Collins. Big screen from Poteet to get to the right of the lane. Dumps it off to Poteet in the paint. He's stripped by Cadeau, but a foul going to be called. Cadeau looks like he absolutely can't believe it. It's his second. 8th on Carolina, but it again is going to result in 2 free throws. So the 7th foul and the 8th foul on Carolina result in 2 free throws as Poteet was in the act of shooting.
And I hate to break it to Elliott, but that is 100% a foul.
He didn't think so as Poteet gets the roll on the free. I tell you, Poteet, Malijal Poteet, 6'9", senior, originally from Reidsville, North Carolina, started his career at Rice. Second year at Virginia Tech. He has played well here with Kidd and some foul issues. Poteet's given them a nice option off the bench as he makes both free throws. So he's up to 13 points now off the bench and 5 rebounds for Poteet. Padula's going to get a breather after that free throw dropped in. So it's an 11-point Tar Heel lead, 75-64. Tar Heels have Cadeau, Davis, Ryan, Ingram, and Baycott. And it's Baycott who goes up and under but cannot finish against Poteet. Had a good look, just couldn't quite finish it. And the rebound belongs to the Hokies. Collins weaves around traffic, pulls up in the mid-range, and drops it in. He's at 14. So Virginia Tech, back-to-back buckets. They're right back within 9 at 75-66 after 2 free throws in a bucket. Cadeau, hard drive on the right, gets to the rim and banks it home for 2. But just he took one little jab step to get his defender off balance and then attacked. 77-66, heels up 11. Virginia Tech with the basketball. Collins leaves it for Poteet, gets the dunk. Collins drove right of the lane. Heels had to rotate over. Both teams, some high-level offense here. Both are shooting 50% or better in the second half. Ingram to Davis on the right wing. Bounces to a cutting Baycott. Extra pass out to Ingram. He'll fire it left corner to Ryan. Pump fake for three. Drives in, lost the ball, recovers, and he got banged around by his defender, which is Jaden Young, and that causes the whistle. And
I think North Carolina's got to do a better job defending without Fowler.
Free throw good by Ryan with the double bonus in sight. Ryan gets the roll on the second free throw. Front iron, backboard and through. So it's an 11-point Carolina lead. Tar Heels will pick up with some pressure in the backcourt. Inbounds goes to Couture, and once the Hokies get it in, Carolina eases that pressure up. MJ Collins, who has 16. The season high and career high is 20. Dribbling right of the lane, jump stop, bounces to Poteet. His hook shot is short. Ingram soars in for the rebound. To R.J. Davis, coming front side on the left. Back to a trailing Cadeau on the left sideline. Directing some traffic. Cadeau still dribbling on the wing. Hard jump stop in the paint, lost the basketball, and then foul. Miami as well. It's going to be a 1-and-1 for MJ Collins, who's the best free throw shooter on Virginia Tech's team at 92%. And as you would expect, he easily hits the first. 79-69, Carolina. Both of them good for Collins. He has 18. To make it, well, they have him for 16 officially. We'll double check that. As Ryan has it right now, deep on the left wing for Carolina. Out to R.J. Davis. Tough pass in the middle of a double team to Baycott. Extra pass corner left to Ingram. Misses the three short. Long rebound, Karams to Couture. Carolina up by 9, but Virginia Tech with the basketball after the stop. Lynn Kidd in the post. Guarded by Ingram. Kidd spins and hooks it in. Had the size mismatch. Kidd 6'10". Ingram listed at 6'7". 7-point game. Virginia Tech shooting 50% this half. Double team comes at Baycott. His pass to Ingram tipped away. Loose ball chased down by Ryan. Out to R.J. Davis on the left side. Dribbles into the left corner. Shot clock down to 12. King against Nickel. Gets by him on the baseline. Had a shot blocked. Davis gets it right back though and puts it in. R.J. Davis up to 15. 81-72. Carolina by 9. Clock starting to get low. 6:21 to play. Collins around a couple of screens. Goes off the window. No good from right of the lane. Baycott pitch ahead to Trimble at the timeline. Doesn't have the number, so he'll slow it down. R.J. Davis ends up with it in the center jump circle. Carolina by 9. 81-72. Davis still cradling it out in the center jump circle area. Almost lost the dribbles, able to get it back. Drives, kicks, Ingram open for three, in and out. Baycott slaps the rebound to R.J. Davis. Heels will reset. Shot clock at 15. R.J. takes a look at his head coach Hubert Davis calling out the play. Orioles going kind of a 1-4 flat here as now Ingram comes up to set the screen. Davis, crossover against Couture. Step back. Boy, a really tough shot. Holy smokes, what a play by R.J. Davis. 4-3. ACC Player of the Year type of move there. Carolina up 12. Heels now 18 from R.J. Davis. Collins, hounded by Trimble. 5:11 to go. Shot clock down to 11 as well. Couture hands off in the post to Kidd. He's able to go for the reverse layup. Caught it on the left side, finished on the right. Kidd has 11 now, including 9 this half. 84-74. Carolina's lead is 10. R.J. Davis one-on-one with Couture. Spins by him, and he's going to be called for an offensive foul. 84-74. Carolina by 10, but Virginia Tech with the basketball. Lynn Kidd has another foul called on Carolina. Each have 4. Poteet has 3 as Couture makes the free throw. It's more than that for Virginia Tech. They actually have 6 players in double figures as Couture makes both free throws. 84-76. So Carolina got it out to 12. Virginia Tech gets it back down to 8. 4:33 to go. Both teams continue to shoot 50% or better in the second half. Trimble gets it on the bounce pass down to Baycott. Muscles through the defense for 2 more. Baycott up to 15 this half and 21 for the game. 86-76. Carolina by 10 with 4:15 to play. Nickel between the circles. To Kidd. Back to the basket, left elbow. Trying to go into the paint against Baycott. Sends it into the corner. Guarded 3. Rattles out for Collins. Rebound to Baycott. His 9th. R.J. Davis front side on the right. Under 4 to go here in the Smith Center. Carolina by 10. Davis gets it to Baycott. Immediate double team comes. Baycott dribbles out of it. Long cross-court pass to Trimble is tipped out of bounds by M.J. Collins. He'll get it into R.J. Davis. Shot clock down to 10 as Davis dribbles to the right wing. To Baycott, but outside the arc. He'll quickly get it to Ryan on the left side. To a rolling Baycott on the left. Powers in against Barron. Tried to go up and under. Couldn't score. Ingram gets the rebound, and he is fouled by Kidd, and that's the 5th on Lynn Kidd. Well, hold on. It is not on Lynn Kidd. It is on M.J. Collins. So, excuse me, the foul on Collins, his first. 9th on Tech, so a 1-and-1 for Ingram, who we told you has had struggles at the line. 3 of 3 today, but 10 of his last 25 before today. That is a line drive, but it goes in.
We'll take it.
It was flat, but found its way over the front of the rim, kind of hit the back right portion of the inside of the rim, and spun in. 87-76, second one up. That looked a lot better and didn't go in. Figure that as it popped out. But Ingram goes 1 of 2. Heels up 11. 87-76. Carolina 17 of 21 at the line. Virginia Tech's 18 of 20. Told you, these are 2 good free throw shooting teams. Couture gets free off the ball. Can't hit the 3. Rebound to Harrison Ingram. Virginia Tech has missed every 3 this half. R.J. Davis, front side. Carolina now in this spot. We saw him in a similar position in Miami. Ready to burn some clock, but still wants to play good basketball. Trimble down low to Baycott. That's good basketball as Baycott lays it home. Trimble with the assist from the left corner, passing it down low to the veteran big man. Carolina back up 13, 89-76. Hard drive by Collins, and he'll get the scoop in from left of the lane. 89-78 with 2:38 to go as R.J. Davis comes front side. Baycott up to 23 points now. Season high is 25. Davis will tick-tock the dribble between his hands in the center jump circle. Carolina again at this point of the game where they're trying to burn some clock but still get good shots. Up 11 with 2:20 to go. Davis splits a double team up high. He's going to go in, lost the ball. It got bounced off a Hokie, though. Davis just lost it. It wasn't stripped. He just lost it as he elevated, but fortunate that it bounced off Barron's leg on the way out. Heels have just 5 on the shot clock, though. 2:16 on the second half game clock. Trimble will be the inbound. Trimble still looking. Bounces it into Ryan. Ryan going to force one up against Tyler Nichols' defense. Can't get it. Rebound to Virginia Tech. Carolina up 11. They wanted a double dribble there from Collins in transition. Didn't get the call. The drive and dish to Poteet, but his shot blocked by Baycott. Baycott's chewing on his mouth guard, a little winded, but not too winded as he gets the big defensive block. It has been Baycott's game here in the second half. He's up to a double-double, his 13th of the year, including his 5th straight. 89-78. Shot clock down to 10 for R.J. Davis. He's doubled up on the right wing. Kicks it to Cormac Ryan. Open for 3. Long distance. Counted his 4th of the game. 92-78. Heels by 14. Collins going to drive right side. Stumbles. Elevates. Misses. Rebound Baycott. He'll protect it. And Carolina in good shape here. Got to get Hubert Davis reminding his team they've got to get front court before the 10-second violation, which they do. And now up 14 with 70 seconds to go. Virginia Tech has never gone away, but they just haven't been able to keep Carolina off the scoreboard. Davis drives by Couture, drops it off over his head to Baycott for the flush. Baycott ties his season high with 25-19 have come in the second half. What a pass by Davis, too. Nickel open for three. No. Rebound tipped around. Virginia Tech recovers. Nickel will try again. That one's good. And Virginia Tech missed its first 10 attempts from three this half. But Nickel finally gets one to go. And it's 94-81. Under a minute to go. Virginia Tech is not fouling. Tar Heels cannot run out the clock completely. There's about a 10 or 11 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Collins swiping at the ball as Davis dribbles near the timeline. Davis works around him, and now the foul is called.
Scoring the basketball, rebounding the basketball, great all-around effort.
Free throw good by R.J. Davis. So those two players have a combined 28 rebounds. As Davis makes both free throws. He is now 5 of 6 at the stripe. Carolina has the team 19 of 23. 96-81. Tar Heels by 15. Under 30 seconds to go. Collins on the drive, left it for Barron, and Barron's little push shot gets wedged between the rim and the backboard. That will count as a jump ball. Their 20th game of the season, 64th time in Tar Heel history that they'll have 20 or more wins. Long inbounds goes out to M.J. Collins. With 10 seconds left, he'll fire up the three. It spins out, and Baycott deservedly secures one more rebound. He'll kick it out to R.J. Davis. He'll dribble out the clock, and the Tar Heels, needing a big win, get home to the Smith Center